Frequent flyer flies, la 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 la. Frequent flyer is back.
What's up? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and welcome back to the channel. Smash the like button to show your support. And if you're new to the channel, I'd like to give you a warm welcome. So I'm out here at this little park that I like to fly at, one of my flying areas, and I brought my Latrax Alias, and I just wanted to show you guys how this Latrax Alias flies now, because I made a little change to it right here. Check it out. So I swapped out the JST connection for the PH 2.0, and that allows me to fly with these batteries, and these batteries are actually lighter than the stock batteries. The stock batteries for this thing are like 650 maybe, but this is a 660 milliamp hour 1S LiPo, and this one is high voltage. Even though I have this charged up to normal voltage, if I wanted to, I could easily charge this thing up to high voltage and have a little more kick and all. But if you ask me, I think this battery, even charged at regular voltage, gives this thing a little more kick. And I think that's probably because of the discharge rate. There's a very high discharge rate on here, 90 C, as you guys can see, and 180 C burst. And so it really wakes this guy up. And I always thought that the Latrax Alias flew a little soft, but now this thing, it's a little more peppy. It's not as peppy as my my favorite quad, the X6058, but this thing actually flies pretty nice now. Well, it always flew nice, but now it flies a little better than it did before. So I guess we could just get this thing in the air so I can show you guys what it flies like. So let's get it. I know you guys can see how peppy this thing is. It went up in the air on me. Very windy out here though, so wind's pushing it around a lot. This thing is really light. So let me get to flying it. And the controls are very sensitive. I got everything turned up high. It actually needs to be up high with all this wind though. Check it out though. Can definitely handle some wind. You can just see it bouncing around from all the turbulence though. Extremely windy out here. Let me bring it in close so you guys can see it. Funnel. Check it out. The yaw rate on this thing can be turned all the way up. It's actually not as high as it can go. You can control the yaw rate, the pitch on this thing. It actually goes in Acro Mode as well. Acro Mode isn't always the best though with these brushed quads. Whoa, had the pitch too deep. And that forward flight right there, it almost went to the ground on me. I think it might be a little too windy to do too much flying around trees and all, but you guys know I'm gonna definitely do some. Let's do some flips. This thing flips awesome too. Check it out. It can do diagonal flips. For you guys who haven't seen the Latrax Alias before, let me bring it in closer. You can see a diagonal flip. Check it out. Really windy, so flips look a little funny. And it does multiple flips. Check it out. These are actually one button flips and all. You can do diagonal multi flips. There's bugs following it. It also does a yaw trick as well, but you can just spin the thing around like this and do some yaw tricks. Not really that fond of doing yaw tricks. Oh, and you can program each. It has 2 shoulder buttons on the transmitter. Oops. There's 2 shoulder buttons on the transmitter here, and each one can be programmed to do flips. So you can set 3 on one side, as I have here, and if I press the other side, my right side will make it do 1 flip. Jeez, the wind's really pushing it around. And I got a bunch of gnats in my face too. The range on this thing is awesome. It's wobbling all around. This thing actually has a LVC alarm on the transmitter too that lets you know when the battery is running low. The transmitter starts beeping. Let's see if we can do 3 flips down low. I think that's about as low as we can get. Because it'll hit the ground if I'm too close to the ground when I do it. Sheesh. This turbulence is crazy out here. This is with the wind here, so it flies a little straighter when I'm flying in that direction, but this is the direction that the wind is pushing it. Low to the ground. Here it is. You guys hear that? Listen. Transmitter is beeping. It gives you a certain amount of seconds. You still can do flips and all, but then it'll start beeping rapidly and it'll just land. It's coming down now. So that's my flight of the Latrax Alias out here in the park. Still one of my favorites of all time. Thanks for watching.